We strive every day on Idaho Matters to bring you the latest breaking news. Whether it's the newest bill from the Idaho legislature or the latest measles outbreak, we have the story. Listen to Idaho Matters podcast at boisestatepublicradio.org today.
From Boise State Public Radio, this is The Connector. It's Idaho's Daily News. Good morning. I'm George Prentice, and here we are on a Wednesday. It's the 2nd of April, and here come today's stories. This week, Planned Parenthood said the Trump administration was freezing $35 million in Title X funds for some of its affiliates. In that, Idaho is set to lose about $550,000 in federal funding, as Julie Lucata reports.
Established in the 1970s, Title X provides reproductive health care to low-income patients across the U.S. Regional Representative for Planned Parenthood, Rebecca Gibran, says the cuts are politically motivated.
It is important to understand that these funds already cannot be used for abortion care.
The program funds breast cancer screenings, STI testing and treatment, birth control, and annual exams. Gibran called the funding freeze a, quote, cruel maneuver. In January, President Trump signed an executive order to end federal funding to promote abortion.
What this really is Donald Trump and Elon Musk appeasing their anti-abortion backers at the expense of people who need reproductive health care.
Gibran says rural communities, where the organization is often the only affordable option for poor people, will be hit the hardest. Planned Parenthood serves about 5,300 patients a year in Idaho. Gibran says the freeze will prevent 3,500, or 65% of them, from accessing affordable reproductive health care. Julie Lucata, Boise State Public Radio News.
Meanwhile, Idaho's abortion ban has sent some women seeking an abortion to neighboring states like Wyoming. But that short list of options has just become even shorter, as the Mountain West News Bureau's Hannah Mersbach tells us.
The Women's Health Clinic in Casper served patients from across Wyoming, Idaho, and 16 other states. A new state law pushed by abortion opponents placed requirements, including construction renovations, on the clinic. It couldn't immediately meet them, so it shut down. Now, the clinic is referring people to Colorado, Montana, or Utah to get abortions. Adrienne Manzanares leads Planned Parenthood of the Rocky Mountains.
It has a chilling impact, not only for Wyoming, but across the country.
On April 8th, a district court will consider halting Wyoming's new law. For the Mountain West News Bureau, I'm Hannah Mersbach.
Cities and counties in Idaho can continue to regulate short-term rentals, at least for now. State senators rejected a bill that would have preempted local ordinances. The proposal would have forbidden local governments from requiring those rentals to have extra fire safety equipment, or limiting rental dates, or for owners to report use statistics. Republican Senator Ben Tays says a family he knows whose mother stays at a home recently had to get a job because their short-term rental was overly regulated.
Having the property rights and the freedom to be able to have short-term rentals, supplement income for families is actually a wonderful thing for our societies.
But Republican Senator Jim Woodward argued the rentals are more like hotels and need further regulation.
That's not a house, and that's not what people expect to live next to when they move into a residential neighborhood.
In the end, the bill failed. The vote, 11 in favor, 23 against. 2 men are behind bars at the Ada County Jail, each charged with possession of IEDs, improvised explosive devices. Boise police say their investigation goes back to mid-February when they went to a home on South Beechwood Drive following a report of what appeared to be a pipe bomb in a home. 2 IEDs were discovered. A perimeter was set up. Neighbors were told to shelter in place, and a bomb squad rendered the devices safe. Now, 58-year-old Brian Rodriguez of Boise and 50-year-old Nicholas Hill of New Plymouth are each charged with a felony unlawful possession of destructive devices or bombs. A member of the Ada County Highway District has been censured by his fellow commissioners. That for, according to the censure, making derogatory statements about public officials, particularly Idaho legislators. The statements were triggered by legislation that would limit ACHD powers on street design. A member of the legislature, GOP Representative Joe Palmer of Meridian, who proposed the legislation, sent a letter to the ACHD saying Kent Goldthorpe characterized the relationship between legislators as a master-servant role. Palmer called the statements, quoting here, offensive and, at worst, racist. Goldthorpe was censured yesterday during a special session of the ACHD. Now to the outlook, which indicates plenty of change. Les Collin is over at the National Weather Service office.
Good morning, George.
What can we expect for the rest of this week?
It's going to be a lot like yesterday for 2 more days, today and tomorrow. Fewer showers than the last couple of days, but similar. Breezy northwest winds in the afternoon and high temps 2 to 3 degrees warmer today than yesterday, and another 2 to 3 warmer next day.
It's worth repeating, if you could remind us a little bit about what we can expect next week.
Well, at the end of the week, it's going to get a lot warmer. We're going to be up in the upper 60s by Sunday and Monday, drop back a few degrees on Tuesday, and then we're going to warm into the 70s for several days.
Wow.
That's a problem because that'll bring down a lot more snow melt and increase the flow in the rivers, which are already high.
Indeed, we love the warmer temperatures, but to your point, snow melt should not be too rapid.
That's right.
He is Les Collin at the Weather Service. Les, have a really good Wednesday.
Thanks, George. Same to you.
And that is today's episode of The Connector. I'm George Prentice. We'll see you back here on Thursday. To stay in touch with the news between now and then, check out BoiseStatePublicRadio.org or download the free Boise State Public Radio app. And we have launched our spring membership drive. If you are a fan of The Connector, if Boise State Public Radio is a part of your information on any basis, on a daily basis, on a semi-regular basis, please, we could use your support at BoiseStatePublicRadio.org. I'm George Prentice. Thanks for listening.